the blessings from the government and all the people who are there living on this earth to make this event and this movement a success. So we need to reach. We need to reach every one of our generation, our younger generation, our future generation also. Those who are very small kids. Right now might be many million children would have been took birth. Every moment, every minute we get the baby delivered, right? So we're not giving the statistics here, but we must take care of our soil so that we can live happily, right? So we need to respect our Mother Earth first of all. So in that sense, I would like to request Shri Kavya and Praveen sir to take over the session and give us a bit awareness which inculcate us to go and give that message to all our family members, neighbors, friends, students, and still many more. Mouth to mouth marketing, mouth to mouth deliberating the things and making the awareness to pass on is most important than showcasing it in a high profile manner. So that's what I also always say and seek from my children, all of you. So first of all, I would like to thank you to be the part of this awareness campaign. So over to you, sir.
And I will try to explain to you why we think that your involvement is the most important here. Is that fine? No energy at all in the room. Is that fine? Okay, let's start with a small quiz. What do you see? We are also engineers. I completed my engineering in 2010. After that, plastic bottles and people, right? Can any one of you tell me what is common among all these things? Sorry, people? You're saying that people are doing all this. That is true in a way, but for example, the animals, if you don't touch them, they're actually quite happy in that sense. So it's not people. Anything else? Sorry, a little louder, I can't hear. Soil. Okay, is that a guess or you know why it is soil?
Everything is being discussed. At the end, everything will be.
Yeah, so that's true actually. So everything at the end is soil. That's what we are trying to say here. Now the thing is, when you look at the ant or an animal, you can clearly see that if you look at that ant, it's eating some sort of gum or something that's coming from a plant, and it's surviving, or it's eating a small insect that's surviving, which is again coming from soil. The plant is going from the soil, and it is it's nourishing that. And that ant is food for something else and so on. So it's a huge ecological system in itself that's functioning on its own without us doing it. So the top three, I think everybody will be able to connect and say that yeah, where we eat, what we wear, what we are using, what we are manufacturing, all the animals, plants, everything is soil, right? But the issue now is that soil is going extinct. Okay? Does anybody know what soil extinction is? How can soil go extinct? Okay, before we go there, what is the difference between soil and sand? Sorry? Sand? Why is that? Why can't we use it? Yeah, partly yes, it doesn't have all the minerals that the soil has, but if I put the minerals, I bring in and put the minerals, do you think we can actually grow in sand? I'll put all the water, all the minerals, does something grow in sand? No. Why not? Okay, I think ma'am actually during the introduction gave a little bit of idea about this. If you take a handful of soil, there are zillions of organisms in that, microorganisms, which are actually doing a lot of work which we are not seeing. Okay, that's what makes soil. Okay, it's not just the silica that is there or the minerals in the water, but actually there's a lot of living organisms which are then helping the plant to take the nutrients out from the soil, and then the plant grows. Similarly, all the
life depends on soil. Like even if any animal dies or anybody dies, if they are buried in the soil, that goes back to that 12 to 15 inches of topsoil that again nourishes life on the planet. 95% of humanity's food comes from soil. Actually, I don't know where the 5% comes from. I thought it's 100%. So most of our food is coming from soil. So now 800 million people are already suffering hunger, and that is at the stage where we are still not even talking about soil extinction. So imagine this number will run into billions within next 15 to 20 years, estimated by UNCCD. The other important aspect is, and I think it was briefly touched upon, is that the quality of nutrition that you are getting from the soil is depleting year by year, day by day. So the apple that you saw 20 years ago is not the same apple that you see today, and not going to be the same apple that you will see probably even 5-6 years down the line. So you are getting less and less from the trees and the plants and whatever you are consuming. So people are becoming weaker as well as a result of soil extinction. So just to put numbers around it, 87% drop in statistics. If you are still not convinced that this is a problem, I just want to talk about the breadth and the depth of what the soil extinction is going to create in the world. And if you actually solve the soil problem, what are all the other ecological problems that also get addressed? Right? So I'll go through this a little quickly so that we can spend more time on the solution. So we all said that global warming, we know that is a major issue, but the bigger issue is soil. We talked about soil extinction and what it is. So just to give a little bit of numbers around it, 52% of agricultural soils are already degraded. So half of the soil's content is already gone. And every second, 1 acre of something cultivable land is actually getting desertified. So that is very scary. And we only have soil left, cultivable soil left for 60 years. That means after that, we have no idea how to grow food. So imagine the kind of unrest that will unfold after this time. So as we saw already in the video, 87% of all life depends on soil. Like even if any animal dies or anybody dies, if they are buried in the soil, that goes.
Magical soil is and turns death into life. will not quench the fire of hunger. Unquenched hunger can burn the very world. This is a generational responsibility. Save soil. Let's make it happen.